Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. 7 tips on how to ace your exams. As you know, GCSE exams are coming up and A levels exams are coming up. So, what's the best method of acing your exams? Number one, start early. Don't leave it to the last minute. Try and crank everything in as much as you can. Start early in September, even now it's not too late. Make sure you're heavily focused. Make 3 sessions a day. First morning, 3 hours. Second session, afternoon, 3 hours, and have a break in between. And if you want some light studying in the evenings, maybe that may help. Being nervous is normal, and being overwhelmed is normal, but you have to channel that into positive energy. It's really important that you are heavily focused and convince yourself that you can do this. The next one is past papers. I can't emphasize how many times I've said to students, do not leave it to the last minute, but even now, do as many past papers as you can. If you study the last 6, 7 years exam past papers, uh, statistically you would be covering about 80% of the exam questions that would probably come in the current year. So go through the past papers, not once, twice, 3 times, and look at if there's any increment in marks from the first time doing the paper to the second time to the third time. Number four, light revision the night before. Make sure you are hydrated. Make sure you sleep early, well, are fully rested. Because the last thing you want to do is feel tired and exhausted and sleepy during exam time as well. A pro tip that I always say to students is on the piece of paper, write "I am prepared" and let's do this. I think we can kind of gives that adrenaline boost as well, and it will allow you to kind of refocus and re-energize that you can do this. Preparation is really key. Stop eating junk food. Stop eating your sugary foods. I know you're trying to stay awake up with all the fizzy drinks. It doesn't help at all. It's just going to burn more energy. You're going to feel more drowsy, and it will hamper your focus and energy levels. So again, these are tips that you can utilize before the exams as well. And again, be fully prepared. Go 10, 15 minutes early. Don't go to the last minute. Make sure you go into that exam room. You're fully prepared. You have revised some of the notes. And one other tip that I always say to students is read the paper first. Read from beginning to the end. You can use my trick, which is take all the questions that you know, cross out or put a cross next to it if you don't know, and a question mark that you think you do know. Then come back to the beginning of the paper, ace all the ones that you've taken, because so let's say it's a 1 hour 45-minute paper, and all the questions that you did know you finish in 45 minutes. That allows you to focus on the one that got a question mark on. So let's say you took another half an hour, and the one you put X, you didn't know them anyway. So it's not, and a lot of students, what they do is, let's say question 5 is really difficult. They spend so much time, then they get overwhelmed, and then they rush through the rest of the paper and lose marks that way. So the questions that you don't know, leave them to the end. If you've got time, then go through them and attempt them, at least guess if you don't know. If not, you should know by the end of the exams, statistically how many marks you got. So if it's like 80 marks, you should know that I've got, at least, let's say, 30 of them, 30 of them you did know. About 30 of them you probably weren't sure, and about 20 of them you didn't know, but you did still have a guess. So that allows you to kind of really focus and builds that confidence in going into the next exam. So I hope that's beneficial. If you have more questions on how to ace your exams, please do get in touch. Put the comments below, and we'll try and get back to you as soon as possible.